The village was still wrapped in darkness. A soft, cool breeze was moving through the fields, and the first light of dawn was slowly appearing in the sky. Suddenly, the silence was broken by the loud crowing of a rooster. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Hearing the sound, Waqar opened his eyes, turned on his side, and said sleepily, "Hey, stop it. I'm already awake. There's no need to crow again." The rooster seemed to pause for a moment, as if thinking about what Waqar had said. Taking advantage of the silence, Waqar pulled the blanket over himself and fell back asleep. After a short while, another loud crow echoed through the air. Cock-a-doodle-doo! Waqar sat up, slightly annoyed, but smiling, and said, all right, you win and I lose. I'm getting up now." He got out of bed and stepped into the courtyard. He washed his hands and face with cool water, and the last traces of sleep disappeared. Then Waqar calmly performed ablution, put on clean clothes, and left for the mosque to offer the Fajr prayer. When he reached the mosque, he sat quietly and waited for the imam to arrive. Soon, the imam came, the call to prayer was made, and everyone stood shoulder to shoulder in rows. The entire congregation prayed together with peace and devotion. After the prayer, everyone turned to greet one another, shaking hands and sharing kind words. Slowly, people began returning to their homes. Waqar also said goodbye to everyone and happily walked back home. When he arrived, he gently woke his beautiful wife and said with love, "My dear, wake up now. Fajr prayer has been offered. Leave your sleep behind and light the stove so I can enjoy breakfast made by your lovely hands before getting ready for work." His wife smiled and got up. Life returned to the house. Soft sounds came from the kitchen as she began preparing breakfast, and Waqar, with a fresh heart and new energy, started getting ready for his day full of hope, faith, and hard work. After returning home, Waqar picked up his towel and walked toward the bathroom, planning to freshen up before leaving for work. As soon as he stepped inside, he turned on the tap. Ah! A loud scream escaped from his mouth. The water was ice cold, like someone had dumped a bucket of ice straight onto his head. Shivering, Waqar shouted, "This water is freezing. It feels like someone just dropped ice from the sky onto me." For a few seconds, he stood there, shocked by the cold. Then he took a deep breath and said to himself, "Come on, Waqar, be strong. This cold water will make you fresh." Soon, he started bathing under the freezing water. After a while, the cold turned into pure freshness. He began humming happily. "Cold, cold, cool, cool water. Waqar is totally frozen." Even though the water was still cold, he kept humming and smiling. After finishing his bath, Waqar felt completely refreshed and stepped out of the bathroom. He went into the room, dried his head and body with a towel, then opened his wardrobe and took out a beautiful VIP-colored suit. He wore it carefully, styled his hair in front of the mirror, sprayed some perfume, and put on his shoes. He looked smart and confident. Just as he stepped out of the room and glanced up at the sky, a bird flew overhead and suddenly, splot! The bird dropped its poop straight onto Waqar's vest. Waqar looked down and sighed. "Oh no, I just took a cold shower and now I have to go back and change again. I'm already late." Then he smiled and calmly said, "It's okay. Thank you, little bird. It's not your fault." With that, Waqar went back into the room, changed his suit, and came out wearing another clean and handsome outfit. He walked into the kitchen and lovingly asked his wife, "Dear, have you made breakfast?" She laughed and replied, "Yes, of course. You're asking as if there's no time left to even sit and eat. Come on, your breakfast is ready." Waqar reached the dining table and sat down for his morning breakfast. Just then, his two little daughters, the most beautiful daughters in the world, ran toward him. "Dad, please feed us breakfast," they said together. Waqar looked at the time and replied, "My darlings, I'm already getting late." Then he smiled warmly and added, "It's okay. Sit down, I'll feed you first." The little girls sat happily beside him. Even though Waqar was in a hurry for work, his heart was filled with peace, love, and laughter. His morning, full of cold water, funny surprises, and family warmth, was complete.